The story dominating headlines this week, Caitlin Clark, the face of the Indiana Fever and the biggest name the WNBA has ever had, and now she's not even playing. That's right, Clark is out and the hype vanished like smoke. As soon as news of her injury dropped, demand for the All-Star Weekend collapsed. Tickets slashed in half, fans furious. What was meant to be her coronation in her hometown turned into a league-wide nightmare. Indianapolis went all in. A 34-story mural of Clark lit up the JW Marriott, the biggest banner ever displayed there. It screamed, "From downtown in my town." The city was buzzing, restaurants hired extra staff, and stores were packed with Fever gear. Gainbridge Fieldhouse sold out in hours. Tickets averaged $262, some went for thousands. TickPick even confirmed it was the highest resale pricing in All-Star history. Then, July 17th, boom, her groin injury hit social media, and the crash began. That $262 ticket, it dropped to $64 by nightfall. A brutal 75% collapse. Sellers were slashing prices minute by minute. Panic took over. And fans, they were done. "I bought these to see Caitlin Clark. She's not playing. I'm out." People canceled trips. Hotels faced last-minute refunds. The WNBA built this event around Clark, and without her, the structure crumbled. But this wasn't just about ticket sales. This was about what Clark represents. Without her, the entire All-Star Weekend spiraled into chaos. And here's the worst part. Her injury didn't come out of nowhere. This was months in the making, and the league did nothing to stop it. From day one, Clark was a target. Opponents shoved her, yanked her jersey, drove her to the floor, and refs looked the other way. Game after game, she got hammered by cheap shots while officials stood silent. In her rookie season, she absorbed 20% of the league's flagrant fouls, a fifth. Most came from Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. These weren't just aggressive plays, they were hard fouls, followed by laughter. That's not basketball, that's bullying. Even Stephanie White, her coach, was sounding the alarm. She said it plainly. There's a level of physicality they're allowed to play with against her, and I'm not sure why. And she was right. Every game, Clark was hacked, shoved, and fouled. And the refs? Nothing, just silence. It was a league-wide green light. Hit Clark and you'll get away with it. You want proof? Watch the film. She's grabbed, shoved off screens, hacked on drives, and not a whistle in sight. The Washington Post slammed the WNBA's officiating, saying the league might as well change its logo to a bruise and its motto to no call. That's not a joke. Fans actually feel that way. And it's not just Clark. Sophie Cunningham is taking hits now too. The only players with more flagrant fouls than her? Clark and Aaliyah Boston. The Fever are being hunted on the court, but when the calls do come, they go against Indiana. Clark? No calls. Boston? Benched in 20 minutes with foul trouble. Meanwhile, Breanna Stewart gets 14 free throws. Asia Wilson? 13. The double standard is shocking. So what is this? Incompetence or something worse? Other leagues protect their stars. Not the WNBA. They let their most valuable player get knocked around night after night. The numbers are horrifying. 57 head and neck injuries in just 2.5 seasons, mostly targeting guards like Clark. That's not wear and tear, that's systematic abuse. Lisa Leslie had the same injury in 2006. She said it still haunts her to this day. You just learn to manage and play with it. That's what Clark's facing now. A painful, lingering injury that could shape the rest of her career. And while the fans were launching boycotts and tickets tanked, who did they look to for leadership? Commissioner Kathy Engelbert. This was her moment. Her chance to step up, fix the mess, and protect her players. And what did she do? Nothing. Reporters asked tough questions. Is officiating a problem? Will anything change? Engelbert dodged them all. She called the players' meeting productive. She mentioned shared goals. Not a single word about Clark's injury. Not one apology. No promise to fix the chaos. Fans weren't asking for much. Just admit the mistake. We failed to protect our star. That's it. But instead, they got corporate fluff. Meanwhile, the economy around the All-Star game collapsed. Local businesses lost money. Hotels took hits. The league's biggest weekend became a PR disaster, and Engelbert acted like it was business as usual. And fans noticed. The calls weren't just unfair. They were damaging the sport. Clark gets hit? No call. Fever players defend cleanly? Foul. Meanwhile, stars from other teams get treated like royalty. This wasn't just a rough patch. It was sabotage. The pattern was obvious, and fans started talking. Was there a deeper motive? Was the league punishing Indiana's rise, Clark's influence? Because instead of protecting their star, the WNBA seemed to be targeting her. Even coaches saw it. Players were frustrated, fans were furious, and the referees kept blowing it game after game. By the time the All-Star game finally arrived, the damage was done. Without Clark, the product collapsed. Inside Gainbridge Fieldhouse, the seats were empty. The vibe, gone. The basketball, barely competitive. This was supposed to be the highlight of the year, but it felt like a lazy scrimmage. And fans didn't hold back. Some said it wasn't even basketball anymore. It was a joke. No defense, no passion, just gimmicks. Then came the circus moment, the 4-point shot chaos. Players launched wild threes with no rhythm, no effort. The game looked like a playground. And the most buzzed about moment? A mascot. The New York Liberty sent theirs to flirt with Clark during the weekend, and it got more attention than the game. Let that sink in. A dancing costume had more buzz than the athletes on the court. And what did the Liberty do? They made a statement. We know how to treat a star. While the league let Clark get destroyed, the Liberty turned a mascot into a recruiting pitch. Genius and brutal. The WNBA tried selling fake fun. The Liberty sold loyalty, and fans saw the difference. One side gets it, the other still pretending everything's fine while the ship sinks. In the end, this wasn't just an injury, it was a warning shot. The league failed to protect its biggest asset, and the consequences are here.